But that's impossible. Braden's file can't be empty. Well, how can you not know his full name? You're the account executive. He's one of the vice presidents. She says it's very mysterious.
No
she
kidding.
can't explain it. Mrs. McDougal, can you look...
Social Security, ask her for a number.
Can you look up his Social Security? Just give me his number. That would certainly help. What? How do you pay him? He must be on the payroll. He gets a consulting fee.
Yeah, slippery son of a gun.
Look, well, yes, I am aware that he was hired by Mr. Cortland himself. That's a very good idea. Why don't we ask Mr. Cortland?
Brilliant, Mrs. McDougal.
Thank you so much for your time. I can't believe it. There's not a trace of him. He's left no trail at all.
There's only one reason a man covers his tracks like that. Because he doesn't want people to know who he is or where he's from.
Oh, what he's up to.
Well, I guess we're back to rifling the desk.
There's got to be something here with his name on it.
Hopefully.
If I had my Dobermans, get the hell away from my desk.
You don't have your Dobermans. You don't give orders around here anymore. I tossed you out myself.
I
remember?
came here to retrieve some papers, obviously not a moment too soon.
Relax, Palmer. We don't give a damn where you stashed some Mona Lisa. We just want some facts on your boy Braden.
Yes. Do you have any idea who you've brought into our lives?
Hired the man.
I didn't hire a man. I hired a corporation, Brocor or Crowbar or something like that.
Well, you must know something about him, for God's sake. You don't hire a gardener around this shack without running an FBI background check.
I have prize-winning tulips.
Why did you hire Braden in the first place?
None of your business.
Yes, it is, Uncle Palmer.
Well, he had something I wanted.
Like what? A solution to the Y2K problem?
Hardly. No, he had some information I wanted to suppress.
He was blackmailing you?
You are preposterous.
Well, then what?
You know, you hired him around the time that I was in the hospital, right?
Oh, no. It had nothing to do with that.
No, that's it, isn't it? He was standing outside my door day and night.
All
You know,
right.
he's keeping an eye on everything I was doing.
All right. Listen, he threatened to tell Tad what was wrong with you, what had happened to you, unless I hired him on his own terms.
Palmer, that's inexcusable.
Well, it's what you wanted. Keeping your secret from Tad was uppermost in your mind at the time. I must say I didn't relish your reconciliation, but that's what you wanted.
Well, let me get this straight. Just to keep Dixie and I apart, you made a man a vice president in your company you knew nothing about?
Oh, no, he threw himself in his work with a will. He was intelligent, he was smart, oh, boy, and he was vicious. He made me millions. Didn't ask much in return either.
And that didn't make you suspicious, Palmer? You gotta fire this guy.
After all those profits?
You don't know what he's after.
Listen to me, children. I couldn't fire him even if I wanted to. According to the terms of his contract, he cannot be dismissed unless he violates some morals clause.
I can't believe you can say those words without choking on them.
Actually, sweetie, I don't think it would be such a great idea to fire him because, you know, we should keep him around,
You're right. Keep him close till we find out who he is and what he's after.
Look, if you want to do a check on Braden, I think I got just the thing.
Strychnine, I hope. Excuse me, I've come to retrieve some papers.
That drawer has a false bottom.
My dear, you have no idea.
Hang on a minute there, Palmer.
Oh, now relax, Tad. These papers have nothing to do with our friend Braden. Just the Mona Lisa.
Pay no attention to that old poop face. Listen, you are in luck today, Tad. It just so happens that Adrian is on his way over, and I feel sure that if the two of you put your heads together, you can have this Braden guy turning on a spit in no time. See, they don't even know his last name, or maybe it's his first name, you know, so-and-so Braden. And so it's like that's a real live, unsolved mystery waiting to be solved.
And this is my business because...
Well, you had mentioned that, you know, you might be interested in doing some PI work here in Pine Valley now that you're a civilian, and I just figured this was a perfect opportunity for you to, you know, kind of get your toes wet, especially since Tad here is an experienced private detective.
I thought Tad was a TV pretty boy.
As well as an experienced private detective.
Oh, and your specialty is? Who stole the morning paper from the stoop?
Oh, gosh, Adrian, I know I've never tackled any of the really big problems like you boys at the agency. By the way, congratulations on solving that international terrorist problem.
We do just fine.
Yes, yes, you do just fine. And Tad, you know Adrian has tons of experience. I mean, he's even got access to those federal files in the government and computers and such. I mean, I think you guys really would complement each other, and you could get the goods on Braden in no time.
Opal, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to come up with some type of project that Tad and I could work on so we could get to know each other.
Yeah, it's pretty transparent, Mom.
Yeah, and so what if it is?
So what if she is?
Et tu, Brute?
Opal, the phone is for you. It's Myrtle.
Oh, thanks, hon. Would you two please just listen to Dixie?
I'm sorry. I think she's right. This is very serious.
Oh, listen,
I mean, who knows
I'm in
what
the middle
Braden
of
is going to
something
leak
here.
next? You want Jamie reading it? I mean, you remember what it was like to have your life story splashed all over the papers? Your brother's got a real problem.
Well, let's just not forget who found Palmer. You know, you and me, all by our lonesome, without anybody's help.
Wait a minute, you injected yourself into this project.
Yeah, and thank God I did. You can't just force people into a family. Adrian and I, we don't even know each other.
You both have my blood coursing through your veins. That makes you family, yes.
Well, it's not going to happen overnight.
It didn't happen overnight, Tad. It happened a long time ago. You know, when your little brother was born, you loved him to death. You always wanted to hold him and rock him. You wanted to share your toy soldiers with him. You even wanted me to call him Rocky, because you said he looked like Rocky, that flying squirrel. Now, I hate to tell you, but you did.
Well, it's a lot easier to love a full-grown, to love a baby than it is to love a full-grown man with a full-grown attitude.
You know, you really are something else. I mean, here your mom is all upset. At least you could do is agree with her, huh?
You mean pretend to agree with her, don't you, Rock?
Would you two just stop it? Just cut it out, for crying out loud. Look, you know, your mom is completely right. Junior and I have lived for quite some time without any family, and I tell you, it isn't a whole lot of fun. So when you and I get married, I very much intend on accepting Adrian as part of the family, whether you like it or not.
Oh, honey, thank you.
Now, why don't you just, you know, maybe you can't be instant brothers right away, but at least you could do the next best thing.
What's that?
You could work together on solving out this problem about who is Braden. You know, and try to do it without reenacting the story of Cain and Abel. Can you do that?